Live from Arkansas's breaking news leader, Fox 16 News at 5:30 starts now.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for Fox 16 News at 5:30. I'm Donna Terrell.
I'm Kevin Kelly, a church leader in Cleburne County, sent to prison for 80 years. It comes after a year-long investigation into multiple allegations of sexual assault.
Tyler Thomason joins us with new details from a jury trial that led to a conviction just last week.
Yeah, Roderick Watkins was described as an elder in the Jehovah's Witness Church. Court documents reveal it put him in a position to be close to children. As we've learned, some of them ended up being his victims.
When a page turns, more of the story comes together, as was the case with convicted Cleburne County child molester Roderick Watkins.
More people start to come forward, and then more people start to come forward.
Cleburne County Sheriff Chris Brown pores over documents that timeline years of sexual assault behind a divine disguise. Watkins was an elder within the Jehovah's Witness Church. A 12-year-old boy came forward last October accusing Watkins of touching him inappropriately in a Cleburne County home in 2017. 3 other boys and a girl came forward with similar claims from Batesville to Little Rock. In police reports, Watkins was described as, quote, a very affectionate, touchy person towards children and had a large influence and authority over this congregation of Jehovah's Witnesses. The sheriff's detective kept following leads.
Phone calls, interviews, travel in different places.
In all, 10 people came forward with accusations against Watkins dating back to 1992. He went on trial for 4 of those charges last week. A jury found him guilty. He was sentenced to 80 years in prison, 20 years for each charge, the maximum penalty.
I think that's a testament to just how strongly our community feels about things like this.
Closing the book on this kingdom's nightmare.
One of the victims claims to have told the church and said that nothing was done. According to court documents, he was suspended of some duties, but it's unclear what else happened after being notified of those claims. We did reach out to Watkins's wife and we reached out to his attorney. Both declined to comment. Guys, back to you.
Now, weather to plan your day with Fox 16 Chief Meteorologist Jeff Baskin.
Now, this is what you think of when you think of a fall day. A cool, crisp morning, a clear, mild afternoon, not a lot of humidity. That's exactly what we had around today. And we still have clear skies across the states. Nothing but sunshine all across Arkansas today, and it felt pretty good out there. It's too bad we can't just kind of keep this weather around a little bit longer, but we're talking about some changes as we go over the next few days, as we would expect this time of year. Low temperatures this morning, the coolest morning that we've really had since last spring, with low temperatures down into the 40s and low 50s, even down to 39 in Fayetteville, 48 in Camden, 51 the low temperature in Little Rock, and temperatures this evening pretty nice out there, mid 70s, and that's with very low humidity. And with that low humidity and clear skies, those temperatures will drop pretty quickly this evening from the 70s down into the 50s by later on this evening. We're talking about a bit of a warm up, but then an even stronger cold front heading our way for the end of the week. We'll talk more about that in a few minutes.
Safety alert tonight. A woman says she was the victim of sex trafficking at a Little Rock hotel, and now she's suing management for negligence.
Her lawsuit is against a former Quality Inn on the city's south side, claiming staff never reported what was going on.
Fox 16's Susan L. Corey is live outside the Pulaski County Courthouse. Susan, this could be a landmark case for the state.
Yeah, Donna, Kevin, that's because this is the first time someone is suing what you could call a third party in the state of Arkansas. And what they're doing here, they're not claiming that the hotel is directly involved in human trafficking, but they do claim that staff were ignoring signs of the abuse and at the end of the day made money off the rooms that were booked. Now, the woman isn't named in the lawsuit, but in it, she claims over a 3-month period at the hotel, she was forced to have sex with as many as a dozen men a day. In the suit, she says her traffickers paid for the entire top floor, and staff at the front desk would put their head down when she walked by. A local group that works with sex trafficking victims tells me it lines up with stories they've heard from other survivors.
The traffickers want to make sure that the outside world doesn't see what's going on, and if they're in a protected area.
The abuse in the lawsuit happened back in 2014. The management company is no longer in business, and the hotel has since been sold and is currently closed for renovations. I did reach out to the former owner, but haven't heard back from them. The lawyers representing this lawsuit know that getting money out of it may be a long shot, but they do say what they ultimately want is policy change. They just want hotels and other organizations to have to train their staff to know the signs of sex trafficking and at least be able to try and prevent it. In Pulaski County, Susan Corey, back to you.
All right, Susan, thank you very much. Turning now to a Fox 16 News update. Pine Bluff police arrest a man in connection to the murder of Angel Dawn Sabring. Police took 43-year-old Daniel Jones, the man you see here, into custody just before 10:30 Monday night and is now being held in the Dub Brassel Adult Detention Center on a charge of first-degree murder. The body of Sabring was found Thursday morning near the Martha Mitchell overpass. This, by the way, is the city's 24th homicide of the year.
And Little Rock police are asking for your help with 2 unsolved homicides. On January 29th of last year, 17-year-old Christopher Arnold was found dead near the 1100 East Roosevelt Road. Police still do not have a person of interest or a suspect in this case. And then on September 3rd of this year, police found Clinton Burrell Jr. inside a vehicle at 13th and Arch. He had a gunshot wound and died at the hospital. There is a $10,000 reward for information leading to an arrest and conviction in either case. If you know anything, contact Little Rock Police. You can remain anonymous.
Hot Springs police arrest a man accused of raping a juvenile. Tony Caver was arrested after officers interviewed the victim. In October, the girl told investigators that Caver had sexual intercourse with her more than 100 times over the years and that he told her he was a pedophile and he can't help who he likes. He's being held at the Garland County Detention Center on a $500,000 bond.
A security camera captures a moment when a Pine Bluff man says police caught a trespasser on his property but let him go. This video is from outside Don Plumlee's home, and you can see officers stopping the man, then letting him walk away. Plumlee says it's part of an ongoing problem at the place he bought as a fixer-upper. Just last month, there were 3 break-ins over the course of 2 days. In tonight's State of the Nation, the White House has notified the House of Representatives saying the Trump administration will not participate in what it's calling Democrats' illegitimate impeachment probe. The letter comes the same day Trump intensified his fight with Congress by blocking Gordon Sondland, the U.S. European Union ambassador, from testifying behind closed doors about the president's dealing with Ukraine. House Intelligence Committee Chairman Adam Schiff called Sondland's no-show additional strong evidence of obstruction by Trump and Secretary of State Mike Pompeo that will only strengthen Democrats' case.
The announcement that the president will pull U.S. troops out of Syria sparking mixed reactions on Capitol Hill, even drawing criticism from his own side. Today, protesters gathered to voice their opinions, calling on the president to stop the Turkish invasion of the Kurds. Some in the Oval Office say the fight against ISIS is not over and that the withdrawal will only strengthen the group. Others say it's time to bring our troops home.
We leave and the Turks invade. It's almost 100%. It's a close to a sure thing.
We have an opportunity, and the president did the right thing.
It's unclear if and when roughly all 1,000 U.S. forces in northeastern Syria will leave, but some are already on the move.
Japan and the United States have finalized a new trade deal that could help ease the burden on American agriculture. A Japanese ambassador and U.S. trade representative concluded the pact in Washington on Monday. It will lower Japanese tariffs on U.S. agricultural products to levels on par with the Trans-Pacific Partnership. President Trump pulled the U.S. out of that deal back in 2017. They touted the benefits of this deal, saying it could improve his standing in next year's presidential election.
In the United States, these deals are a game changer for our farmers and our ranchers. We love our farmers and we love our ranchers. We've been working very
Japan plans to ratify the agreement soon. Both governments aim for the reduced tariffs to take effect on January 1st. A consumer alert, Toys R Us is getting new life online just in time for the holidays. The iconic toy store's parent company has teamed up with Target to relaunch ToysRUs.com. The site features product reviews and directs people to Target.com to complete any purchases. The move comes as the first 2 new Toys R Us stores will open in November as part of a small comeback for the chain.